This one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Runs over him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and goal. Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
And he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now,
oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Brady over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These 2 teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys... will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. McLeod to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Buying time to his left. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Haskins to throw it. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Haskins now off the bootleg. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action now. Haskins rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they run with Harris off the option. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Touchdown! It's complete. Deontay Jackson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Boswell now
kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Brady's going to look to throw. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Pass complete to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here we go with Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments.
I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Haskins. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now it's Haskins. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just...
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Haskins now. They're going to try to throw for it. Steps away to his left. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now, boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other.